to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your quantitative aptitude class. This has been the classes 675 classes of the session where we had done in the last classes, which we had done in 74 classes. In quantitative aptitude, we had started with arithmetical ability. In arithmetical ability, we talk about it. So yes, we had done your operations on numbers, LCM and SCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices as well. Now we are dealing with the 10th topic, which has been the percentage here. In same case for the percentage here, yes, we had reached in percentage, we had reached your 160 to 1/8 question of the session, and today we'll discuss about from 160 to 8th question of the sessions here, and it has been of course important one. But before ending it up, it's a huge before starting with it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and with the you can also enjoy the video as well. So in this, the question of the session we have here: Samir spends 24% of his monthly income on food and 15% on the education of his children. Of the remaining salary, he spent 25% on entertainment and 20% on convenience. He is now left with 10,736 rupees. What is the monthly salary of the Samir? This has been the question has been asked in bank your question paper. In the options we have 27,600, 28,000, 31,200, 32,000 as well. So we'll go ahead for the same here. So here for the same, that is the Samir spends 24% of his monthly income on food and 15% on the education of his children. Of the remaining salary, he spends 25% on entertainment and 20% on convenience. He is now left with rupees 10,736. What is the monthly salary? What is the monthly salary of Samir? This is being the question is being asked in bank PO question paper, which is being important one, and the question is 27,600, 28,000, 31,200, 32,000 here. So on the same cases we go ahead and find it out the solution for the same. Let the monthly salary of Samir be rupees X. So then 100 minus 25 plus 20% of 100 minus 24 plus 50% of X equals to 10,736. So we have your 55% of 61% of X equals to 10,736, which is being equals to 55 upon 100 into 61 upon 100 into x equals to 10,736 we have, so which is being 736 here, and for the same it will be x equals to 10,736 into 100 into 100 whole upon 55 into 61, which is equals to 32,000, and that we have here. Now we'll go ahead for the next. We'll talk about it, which has been the another important question here, and that has been your 163rd question of the session. So for the same question we have 405 sweets were distributed equally among children in such a way that the number of sweets received by each child is 20% of the total number of children. How many sweets did each child receive? This has been asked in your bank PO question paper. Options we have 9, 15, 18 and 45. Go ahead. 405 sweets were distributed equally among children in such a way that the number of sweets received by each child is 20% of the total number of children. How many sweets did each child received? This has been asked in bank PO question paper. Options we have 9, 15, 18 and 45. So here we go ahead. Let the total number of children be x, then x into 20% of x equals to 405. 1 upon 5 x squared equals to 405. X squared equals to 2025 and x is equals to 45. So number of sweets received by each child is equals to 20% of 45 is equals to 9. That we have. Okay, that will have as an answer, of course. We'll go ahead with the next question that we talk about it, which is being the important one here as well. So we go ahead for the same, and that is the question is your 164th question of the session, and that even though we have to talk about it, the question is that the sum of the number of boys and girls in a school is 150. If the number of boys is x, then the number of girls become x% of the total number of students, and that the number of the boys is that we have This has been asked in SSC examination paper, which has been of course important one. Options we have 40, 50, 60 and 90. So we'll go ahead for the same. That what we have to talk about it. So the sum of the number of boys and girls in a school is 150 if the number of boys is X, then the number of girls becomes X% of the total number of students. The number of boys boys is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper as well. Option is 40, 50, 60 and 90, and we'll go ahead for the same here. So we have here X plus X% of 150 is equals to 150, then X plus X upon 100 into 150 equals to 150. 5 by 2 X equals to 150. X equals to 150 into 2 upon 5, that is being equals to 60 here. So let's go ahead for the next. We have, that has been of course the important and another important question. The question is being said that in an examination of n questions, a student replied 15 out of the first 20 questions correctly. Of the remaining question, he answered 1/3 correctly, and all the questions have the same credit. So if the student gets 50% marks, then the value of n is, that we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one. So let's go ahead for the same. 165th question here, and that we have here. In an examination of n question, a student replied 15 out of the first 20 questions correctly. Of the remaining question, he answered 1/3 correctly. All the questions have the same credit. If the student gets 50% marks, the value of n is, that we have options is 20, 40, 50 and 100, and we have to talk about it for the same. So here we go ahead for this. So here we go ahead for the same, and that is being the question here is 165th solution here for the session. 15 upon plus 1 upon 3 n minus 20 is equals to 50% of n, which is equals to 50 upon 100 n equals to n upon 2, that is equals to 90 plus 2n minus 40 is equals to 3n. and that has been equals to n equals to 50, that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead for the next question, that has been the 166th question of the session as well, which has been the of course important one. So 166th question of the session, we talk about it. The question is that the salaries of A and B together amount is to be rupees 2000. A spends 95% of his salary and B 85% of his salary, and if now their savings are the same, what is A's salary here? Option is rupees 750, rupees 1250, rupees 1500, rupees 1600. So we'll go ahead for the same here. So here we go ahead. The salaries of A and B together amount of rupees 2000. A spends 95% of his salary and B 85% of his. If now their savings are the same, what is A's salary? That we have. So we'll go ahead for the solution here, which is of course important one. Let A's salaries equals to rupees X. Let A's salary equals to rupees X, then B's salary equals to rupees 2000 minus X, 100 minus 95% of A is equals to 100 minus 85% of B, 5 upon 100 X equals to 15 upon 100, that is your 2000 minus X, which is equals to X equals to 1500, and that we have here, and that will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead for the next, we'll talk about it, which is in the 167th question of the session here, and that is we have to talk about it as well. So here we go ahead for the same question that we have to talk about it, which has been the 167th question of the sessions here, and that what we have to talk about it. So the question is, A's marks in biologies are 20 less than 25% of the total marks obtained by him in biology, maths and drawing. If his marks in drawing be 50, what are his marks in maths as well? Options we have 40, 45, 15 cannot be determined. We'll go ahead for the same here, which is being as follows. A's marks in biology are 20 less than 20% of the total marks obtained by him in biology, maths and drawing. If his marks in drawing be 50, what are his marks in maths that we have? So for the same we have to talk about it, and we have to answer it out as well. Here we go ahead. Let B biology plus maths, let biology plus maths plus drawing equals to X, then B equals to 25% of X minus 20, which is equals to 25 upon 100 X minus 20, which is also equals to x upon 4 minus 20 and d equals to 50 here. So x upon 4 minus 20 plus m plus 50 equals to x, or m equals to 3x upon 4 minus 30. So marks in maths cannot be determined. Next we go ahead with the next question that we talk about it, and which has been important one as well. So here we go ahead for the same, and that has been the important one as well here, and that is your 168 question of the session here. So we'll go ahead for the same 168 question of the sessions here. Question is, a salesman is allowed 5 1/2% discount on the total sales made by him, plus a bonus of 1/2% on the sales over rupees 10,000 if his total earning were rupees 1990, then his total sales in rupees were, this has been asked in CBI examination paper. Option is 30,000, 32,000, 34,000 or 35,000. Let's go ahead for the same. A salesman is allowed 5 1/2% discount on the total sales made by him, plus a bonus of 1/2% on the sales over rupees 10,000 if his total earnings were rupees 1990, then his total sales in rupees were, this has been asked in CBI examination paper, which is really important one. Options is 30,000, 32,000, 34,000, 35,000, and we go ahead for the solution here as well. So let the total sales be rupees x here. Let the total sales be rupees x, then 5 1/2% of x plus 1/2% of x minus 10,000 equals to 1990. So 11/2 into 1/100 into x plus 1/2 into 1/100 into x minus 10,000 equals to 1990. Then 12x minus 10,000 equals to 3,98,000, and that is 12x equals to 40,000, but 4,88,000, and so x equals to, which is 34,000 here, that we have as an answer as well. And so here with this we can end it up here, and so that we'll get many more questions related to it. We'll solve it out in the next coming class as well, and that is being important, of course. On the same cases here, when we're gonna end up with, as I told you, these all are important questions that we have to talk about it, and even though we have to consider about all of the questions here itself, in all are important as well in the respective manner as well. So here we can end up with, but we have to start with discussing about these type of a question many more, because there are many questions being left, and as I told you, we'll reach more than 200 questions. So of course that has been important too. And in the same cases here, other than this quantitative aptitude, we had done your sociology, software engineering, and chemistry. We had done in chemistry, we had done your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, conversions with the symbols, elements, atomic mass, and molar masses, of course. And we had done your logarithms and antilogs as well. After talking about that, we had done your we had done understanding the human being comprehensively, the human aspiration and its fulfillment with the unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5 with their 2 marks possible question as well. And other than that, we are dealing with the ER diagram, of course. And in terms of reasoning being divided into two parts, which is being the verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning, and in non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completion of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, wave detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, dot situation, and then your figure formation analysis as well. In terms of quantitative aptitude, yes, quantitative aptitude being divided into two sections: arithmetical ability and the data interpretation, in which we had started with arithmetical ability, where we had completed your operations on numbers, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, sorts and indices, percentage that we are dealing here, that is mean the 10th topic. After completing that, we'll start discussing about profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and stream, allegations of mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithms, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, stocks and shares, permutation and combination, probability to discount, bankers discount, high distance, and of course odd man out series as well. So here in data interpretation, we will have to do the tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts, and line graphs as well. So that's what we have to cover up here. And before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share, and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. And many more required people will get the video as what they had required for whatever if they are preparing for the competition or they are preparing for their knowledge. So you can just share these videos to those persons as well. And other than that, we had started with CVNST, which has been an important one, which is being the numerical and techniques that we are dealing with this computer and related to the computer here as well. So we are starting with the vocabulary as well. We are continuing with vocabulary as well. So where in the last classes we had reached 534 of vocabulary words that we had done, so that can improve your vocabulary and that can improve your communication skills as well. When you have your vocabulary, you can enhance and you can improve your English as well. So here we end up with, and thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box, and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you.